Welcome to Lizards of the Toast. And what do we have here? What is the opposite of sanity? What is, general disarray? Madness. So we have madness here, and this is not the mono red variety. This is the other one, the slightly grindier one. So this is Madness Burn. This is the next in our series of pauper metagame decks. And we are also making alongside Lizards of the Toast style original pauper decks. So we have a couple of those coming up. But first we're going to get the metagame one set up. And we're going to do a lot of videos of metagame pauper decks. Pauper, 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 pauper. Much, much, much. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the deck. And we will also have mulligan guides for these. So we have Voldaren Epic here. This card is really prevalent in pauper, I find. And why wouldn't it be? It does so much, right? That blood token, that damage, that body on the battlefield. I love this. That looks like Hilary Swank. That's cool. I like Hilary Swank. Furthermore, let's continue here. This is kind of like a vampire candy shop because we have the Voldaren Epic here. And I believe an Epic here is like a caretaker of, right? Is that what that means? I'd like to look that up. I think a confectioner of sorts. We could say it's a Voldaren confectioner. We have the Sneaky Snacker. It's a flyer. It's a blue and a black, but guess what? There's no blue mana in here. When you draw your third card in your turn, return Sneaky Snacker from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. And let's talk about why that's special. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say for some reason we have 4 Sneaky Snackers. If we draw our third card, all 4 of the Sneaky Snackers come back to the battlefield tapped. And that is really cool. That's cool. Who wouldn't want that? I mean, that's powerful. Like powdered sugar, baby. Kitchen Imp. Flying Haste and Madness. It's 3 and a black. Oh, bleh. But that madness cost, and we're going to be definitely discarding it. So to get that 2/2 flyer out there, that's pretty dang care. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. 4 Kitchen Imps. So, if we're going to sideboard something, usually Kitchen Imp is the first one to go. So let's get into these burn spells, and let's talk about how many discards we need and how many burns we should have. So for burn spells, in red, so in the red burn spells, we should have 1 Lightning Bolt, 2, 3... Hold on. Wait. Are these stuck together? Am I being fooled? Yes. Something's up. There it is. Okay, sorry about that, kids. All right. Anyways, these are newly sleeved, a little sticky. All right. So Lightning Bolt, of course, deals 3 damage to any target. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Fiery Temper is 3 damage to target creature or player. It is an instant. That's great. However, it is 3 mana. So for 1 and 2 red, we get that. But Madness, discard it and get that Madness cost. We exile it, we pay it for that. We're very happy. So we have 4 Fiery Tempers. Now, getting into the sorceries. So as you see there's 8 burn spells. Now this counts as kind of a burn spell too. So End the Festivities deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. When defenses around Aliran Brahm Fortress faltered, the Crimson Ballroom received some unexpected guests. Arr, arr, indeed. So we have 1 of those in the main deck and a few more in the sideboard. So Chain Lightning is a sorcery that deals 3 damage to any target. Then that player or that permanent's controller may pay 2 red if he does, or she does rather. That player may copy this spell and may choose a new target for the copy. So it's a spite spell on the, but I haven't really, I'm not worried about opponents often having those 2 red. So be mindful of the 2 red. You could also sideboard it if you need to. So now let's talk about these draw discards. So we have Faithless Looting. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a must-have because it's 1. We can flash it back. That's pretty good too. Draw 2 cards, of course, discard 2 cards. That's going to really be good for our madness. Now, Highway Robbery is cool because it has plot. So you can pay 1 and a blue and exile this card from your hand. Cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying the mana cost. That is excellent in a deck like this. So say we plot this, we can discard basically for free. So it's kind of like a faithless looting where we discard one card preemptively. So it will trigger a sneaky snacker if we discard a sneaky snacker, because that draw step, see the difference? Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. You may discard a card or sacrifice a land. If you do, draw 2 cards. So discard a snacker, draw the 2 cards, and the snacker will come back. Unlike faithless looting. Good talk. Good talk. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is going on in the world? I think we do just have 3 highway robberies. I think that's correct. I think we did cut that down to 3, if I'm correct. Let me just check, though. Let me just have a look-see. All right, yes, we did. Just 3 highway robberies. Okay. So, we have grab the prize. Additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. If the discarded card wasn't a land card, grab the prize, deals 2 damage to each opponent. Whoops. So we never want to discard land. We always want to deal that 2 damage. It's going to be really important. And, of course, with the additional cost to cast, discard a card. We discard a snacker. We just draw 2 cards. Snacker comes back. So that is very good. And this deck really couldn't, I don't think, function too well without this card. So it's very good in the deck. And that's why there's 4 of them. Now let's talk about those Valdarin Confectioner cards here. Vampire's Kiss. It's 1 in a red. 1 in a black. Jeez. Target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Create 2 blood tokens. Look. Look. We got him. We got him. Got him. We got him. We got another one too for the epic here. Alright. Target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So, pretty good. Burn. Especially against the mirror match. So we have 4 of those. You could run 3 if you wanted to run another highway robbery. Alright. Oh, you know what? Before we move along, let's just talk about Elms of the Vein really quick. So target opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life. That is excellent. The madness cost, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll talk about there, but first we want to discuss this. Okay? Okay. Let's see here. Don't need those. Alright. Those are our burns. Okay. So, let's first talk about... Alright, let's first talk about these draw discards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I know... sworn we had a few more of those. Anyways, let me just take a peek around here real quick. We just sleeved these up, but I thought we had 16. Okay. Alright, am I stupid, Tony? Maybe. Chain lightning, the end of festivities, and then the burn of the vampire's kiss and such. Okay, so I guess I'm stupid. But anyways, we have 11 drawn discard. So, let's see here. And our burn spells, that's kind of a burn spell. Okay, so for our burns, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 burns. And our draw spells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With our 11 there, you could push that to 12. If you wanted to add one more of the, whatchamacallit, the highway robbery. Yeehaw! And with the burn, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see here, 4. And 8 of these are madness. And of course we have 12 madness cards, I believe, in the main deck. So let's talk about that sideboard. All right. Red Elemental. I love the artwork. It's when artwork was artwork and done by human hands. So, counters blue spell being cast or destroys a blue card in play. Oh my god, I love it. So this is the blue terror breaker here. We're not scared of it. You can almost run a couple of pyroblasts along it with as prevalent as the blue terror still is in the format. We have dark withering. Destroy target non-black creature. Oh my god. Look. That's horrifying. That's not horrifying. Madness is good. So we have 3 dark witherings, and these are just to really take out the blues. This is going to take out the stompies. Pretty much anything that's not black. And because we're going to be discarding it, we hate to discard a non-burn spell per se for something like that. 2 madness, but that's what for those grindier games. Now, end the festivities. 1 tea. Deals 1 damage to each opponent, each creature. You met the end the festivities. We got 1 in the main deck. Boy, howdy. Alright, so we have Nile's Spellbomb. We are running 2 of these. Sacrifice Nile's Spellbomb, exile target player's graveyard. When the Spellbomb is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1 black. If you do, draw a card. Pretty good. Running 2 of those. And there's the other. Alright, man, this deck got kinda funked up. Alright, so Extract a Confession. What are we doing with all that stuff in the graveyard? We're not really using it for anything. Again, we are going to deal with some nasty creatures, so there's no cost to cast this spell. You may collect Evidence 6, exile cards with total mana value 6 or greater from your graveyard. Very easy to do with that madness. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If evidence was collected, instead each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. So again, we can target the blue. And, you know, in addition to those blue snakes, we can also hit anything big that might come across. And also, if we're going against something that is like a Golgari Gardens or Golgari Reanimator, we don't have to worry about that black thing so much. Alright, now this is really fun. Oh, this is a good one. We have Contaminated Ground. Now we're just running 2 of these. You don't often see this in this deck, I think. But I like it in here, and it's doing good things, especially with some greedier mana bases. Enchant Land. Enchanted Land is a swamp. Whenever Enchanted Land becomes tapped, its controller loses 2 life. So against your weenie decks, your heroics, Caw Gates, things like that, that's going to really slow things down enough with us to push that burn. Push that burn. So thank you for joining me, and sorry about the little flipsy doodles, but, you know, sometimes that happens when you're sleeving stuff up. But, I think right now, this is probably one of my favorites. The Hot Dogs deck I'm really loving too. So, thanks for joining me, and we will be having 2 videos up today. So this one and another one is coming up. So, I will see you guys later. Have a good one, and don't forget to like and subscribe the videos. Oh my god, I said it.